Anders Limpar, loved by the Highbury fans, but at times at loggerheads with the management, is given the chance to stake a claim for a place in the Carling Premiership side. Alan Smith has a damaged ankle, so Kevin Campbell moves back alongside Ian Wright. In personnel then, Limpar for Smith, the only change from the FA Cup winning team. Andy Gray, let's have a look at the formation.
Yeah, the only real surprise, I agree with you, is the inclusion of Anders Limpar. The back four will be very much the same, Martin. It will look to be very solid, but it's these two here, Anders Limpar and Paul Merson, that I'm looking to. Don't expect them to stay like that for most of the game. Don't be surprised.
On the bench, Lee Sharp is also on the sidelines, and even the omnipresent Brian McClare misses out today. Roy Keane with Paul Ince in midfield then. Andrei Kanchelskis keeps his spot after his winning goal against Celtic in midweek. And it's the perfect comeback match for Eric Cantona, the central character of last year's Charity Shield.
Again, this looks a pretty formidable Manchester United lineup. A real threat, obviously, from the two wide boys, Giggs and Kanchelskis. But Cantona and Hughes, for me, have got a big say in this game. If they can open up the centre-backs at the back of the Arsenal defence, then watch for Keane making these runs straight at angles, at diagonals, all like that, and it just means that perhaps Paul Ince will just anchor himself in front of the two centre-backs
behind by Adams. 5 minutes gone, a corner to Manchester United.
Just needed to delay his cross by a few seconds to allow the rest of the Manchester United attackers to catch up with him. He'd left them behind a little bit there, Ryan Giggs.
It's over Bruce, which was good news for Arsenal. Here's Kanchelskis. Giggs held his position well to stay onside and just tried to check inside Paul Davis. Campbell beaten to it by Schmeichel. Paul Parker was covering in the centre after Pallister and Bruce had gone forward for the corners at the other end. By Cantona and volleyed in by Mark Hughes. And there is celebration on the Manchester United bench. In the 8th minute, they lead Arsenal by a goal to nil. And last season's leading scorer is on target here at Wembley, Mark Hughes.
I'll tell you the big difference for me is that Dennis Irwin, such a marvellous crossing of the ball, puts in a really telling cross. But just watch the way Cantona just teases it back in there. And when Mark Hughes is asked to volley the ball, he doesn't often miss the target. Really was superb execution from Hughes. Watch it again. Watch the shape of his body. Out it comes. Look at Hughes, eye on the ball, knee over it, even at that height. And that's a magnificent strike.
And Andy Linnigan, who headed so sensationally into this very net in the cup final replay, ducked out of a header then. And really, Manchester United got it absolutely spot on from then. Cantona, Hughes, 1-0.
I noticed Lee
Keane, just the sort of run that we expect from him. Now, can Manchester United round it off again? It's still with Keane. And it's Cantona. And it's David Seaman. That would have been delightful for Alex Ferguson to see, and for the Manchester United fans to appreciate. Not the shot from Cantona, but the run from Roy Keane.
Well, I said before the game that this is what I was looking for, and this is what I would expect from Roy Keane. He's a little bit unfortunate. He's taken it too wide, but he knows that, so he's aware. Tony Adams gets back and blocks it brilliantly, but he's still aware, picks out Cantona. When you think Eric's going to bury it, David Seaman makes a fine save.
Away on the far side, and Kevin Campbell trying to just play that with the outside of the right foot and curve it back towards Limpar. Got the big opportunity for him. Making tracks from the far side is Eric Cantona. And it was Jensen who also covered the ground facing his own goal. Down he goes, Linnigan played the ball. Gerald Ashby didn't even bat an eyelid. And doesn't blow either the referees. Kanchelskis gets it back shoulder to shoulder with Winterburn. Giggs lets it run. Hughes, everybody wanting the ball. Kept in by Keane. Cantona using his strength unfairly. The linesman flags, and Manchester United are stopped in their tracks, and Cantona, they must be made of gold. Right, here comes Giggs. Dixon in the first place was played into trouble. But Manchester United couldn't make as much of that as seemed likely when Hughes got the ball. And the game
decides to take this on.
David Seaman has only asked for 2 in the wall. And 2 are enough. Nigel Winterburn alongside Jensen. Giggs gets it back a second time. Ince calls for it, gets it, and very nearly gets a second for Manchester United. How does he do it? Ian Wright on the periphery of the game, and then suddenly he's left Peter Schmeichel shaking his head with another sensational shot. It's 1-1.
Well, if this is a little example of what we're about to see in this first Premiership season, then I for one can't wait. He's had a quiet first half, but that drops there. He knows exactly where the goal is. His decision's an instant one. I'm going to hit this. And Peter Schmeichel can only do what you and I did, Martin. Stand and admire it.
Well, he quite takes the breath away. And he's certainly taking some of the wind out of Manchester United's sails. They were good value for their lead, given to them by Mark Hughes in the 8th minute. And here we are, 5 minutes before half-time. It's 1-1, which they have done through the very willing Ian Wright.
You see the importance again there. He gave the ball away needlessly. Anders Limpar just blasting it across the face of the 18-yard line. They lose possession.
His corner. Intercepted by Jensen. Merson. Finding some extra energy. And finding the pass to Limpar. To take on 2. He's got a free kick for his ambition, although it's Kevin Campbell for Arsenal, and still and taken out of Schmeichel's hands by Bruce's header. And Linnigan got a toe in. Merson, Ince couldn't intercept that time. Merson going round the outside, but still going. You see where that ended up by Campbell bettered him, but not Schmeichel. Arsenal got the ball forward for the liking of Campbell then. Alistair's header away for United. Here's Parker. Cantona. Keown. Oh, well held by David Seaman, who's had very little to take for, and Cantona tried to find extra room for the extra touch, and Nigel Winterburn really slammed the door in his face with a terrific tackle. But here goes Kanchelskis!
Well, that couldn't have been far away.
David Seaman knows it.
I think he took David Seaman completely by surprise. I think that's what this smile was for. That David Seaman's happy to see this goal. He seems to react a little bit late, David.
Well, made the goalkeeper make a save it. Perhaps the most well saved by Seaman. Kanchelskis. And blocked without flinching by Adams. Well, Roy Keane must have fancied. It's no penalty, but if Jensen played the ball, David Seaman has just picked it up. Let's see here.
Well, we look at it as we go in. That's a penalty, and I'll tell you why he didn't give it. Gerald Ashby had an awful view of it. He's directly behind us. You can see it's Ince who gets the touch. Jensen takes him down. In anyone's book, it's a penalty, but the referee had an awful view of it, Martin. He really did.
It was Wright again who was moving in for the kill, and Schmeichel who somehow poured it away.
Great attacking of the ball by Linnigan. Look at the way he attacks it. And the only reason that Ian Wright doesn't score there is it really landed at an awkward height.
That's a great take by Schmeichel. vacated. No flag from the linesman, despite the Manchester United appeals. Merson kept it in. Winterberg. Davis. Jensen. A bit of goalkeepers. Kanchelskis from Keane's pass. Goal kick. Here's Kanchelskis. Owen took it early, took it well, and so too did Seaman. Kanchelskis. Aiming handball by Jensen. I wonder what length it is for Cantona, but there wasn't quite the opening there. In the 1993 Charity Shield. Ian Wright equalising the opening goal from Mark Hughes. A lot of camaraderie between the two camps, as I was saying earlier, and that will come into play as the players of the two Danes looking 1-1 after 90 minutes. The destiny of the Charity Shield depending on the penalty shootout, which Ince gets underway successfully. But here he goes now. Oh. Well, it wasn't the best of penalties, was it? But the outcome was all. Some have got away from him, of course. But overall, his record is very good.
He's got good style, Martin. You watch Steve, normally he places the ball. It's all one movement. He'll walk out to roughly the 18-yard line, turning away, then he'll turn back, straight to the ball, and through it. Very religious. There he goes, watch this. Get out, straight back.
And he's composed enough to replace the ball, to get it absolutely right. Here goes Bruce this time. Yes. The longer the wait, the greater. Well, this is a wonderful contest here. The two Danes at Wembley Stadium. And Jensen has the power. And Schmeichel is powerless to prevent it being 2-2. An excellent striker of a dead ball. The right way, with a chance to capitalise on Seaman's save, and he does so. And Arsenal, very little margin for error for Manchester United now. Keane converts pretty much into the centre of the goal. But Arsenal, 100% record is maintained. Can David Seaman pull out another stunning save? Look at that. That's arrogance beyond belief. Just tapped it into the corner.
Well, I suppose it's only right that that's so casually taking penalty sit against Peter Schmeichel. Perhaps it's today.
Ian Wright, one either side in Johannesburg just under 2 weeks ago, beating the Manchester United goalkeeper, and a penalty opportunity here to win the Charity Shield for Arsenal. He's been there once too often.
Well, you could sense it. I mentioned it, and you can sense it. The hero so often, and twice having scored in South Africa recently. I just felt, after that wonderful equaliser today, it just might not be his day. Incredible.
The end can come very quick when you get into this sudden death situation. Robson clears it in, and Manchester United now are in front. And Suddenly Arsenal are under pressure.
There was no one moving.
Well, David Seaman. This is a rarity. One goalkeeper against the other. And Michael saves. And Manchester United celebrate. The champions have triumphed in the summer showpiece yet again. And Arsenal, who bettered United less than 2 weeks ago, have to settle for second best today when their goalkeeper fails from the penalty spot. Afternoon. It is, in the Charity Shield, Manchester United's day. Billy Wright makes the presentation. And those Manchester United supporters who set their alarm clocks this morning are rewarded for their trip.